A very good evening. You're watching DD News Kohima with me, Sinti Runla. A look at our top stories first. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says PM Jan Dhan Yojana transformed lives across India from financial exclusion to empowerment. Nagaland government signs MOU with SBI to integrate SBI ePay gateway payment with state's electronic government receipt accounting system. Chief Secretary Nagaland Sinti Yangur Imchen says Adi Karma Yogi Abhiyan provides tribal villages with essential assets and services. And National Highway Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited organizes free eye checkup camp at Kukitulong. Now the news in detail. The Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana BMJDY completes 11 years today. It is one of the biggest financial inclusion initiatives in the world, which was announced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 15 August 2014 from the ramparts of the Red Fort. While launching the program on 28 August 2014, the Prime Minister had described the occasion as a festival to celebrate the liberation of the poor from a vicious cycle. PMJDY is a national mission on financial inclusion which has an integrated approach to bring about comprehensive financial inclusion and provide banking services to all households in the country. In a social media post while sharing the glimpses of the PM Jan Dhan Yojana, Prime Minister Modi highlighted how the scheme has transformed lives across India from financial exclusion to empowerment. He underlined that when the last mile is financially connected, the entire nation moves forward together, which has been achieved by the PM Jan Dhan Yojana. Prime Minister Modi also said that the scheme has enhanced dignity and given people the power to script their own destiny.
Program ever in the world. The scheme has bridged gender and regional disparities, with 55.6% of the accounts being held by women, and 66.6% of them are in rural or semi-urban areas. The Jan Dhan Yojana has laid the foundation for India's digital financial ecosystem, integrating accounts with Aadhaar and mobile numbers. UPI and RuPay card usage exploded. UPI transactions rose from 92 crores in FY 2017-18 to 8,371 crores in FY 22-23. RuPay card transactions at POS and e-commerce doubled from 67 crore to 126 crore in the same period.
आज पीएम स्वनिधि से रेडी पटरी वाला भी, और आपने देखा वो यूपीआई से पैसे लेता है, यूपीआई से पैसे देता है, ये बदलाव.
Government of Nagaland, through its finance department, signed a memorandum of understanding with State Bank of India for integrating SBI ePay payment gateway facility with the state's electronic government receipt accounting system, eCRAS, today at Finance Department, Nagaland Civil Secretariat, Kohima. The integration of SBI ePay payment gateway with eCRAS will enable citizens, businesses and institutions to make seamless online payments towards government receipts such as taxes, fees, duties and other revenues. eCRAS, a unified digital platform for secure and convenient online payments to the government, will now offer multiple digital payment options, net banking, debit credit cards and UPI, ensuring ease of use and wider accessibility along with real-time settlement and reconciliation of receipts with the state treasury. Chief Secretary Nagaland Sinti Yangur Imchen today chaired the Adi Karma Yogi Abhiyan aka State Level Orientation Program held at the Chief Secretary Conference Hall, Nagaland Civil Secretariat, Kohima. The AKA is a nationwide movement launched by Ministry of Tribal Affairs to empower tribal communities and strengthen responsive governance. The Chief Secretary, while delivering his opening remarks, said Adi Karma Yogi Abhiyan program focuses on building leadership at the rural level while also providing tribal villages with essential assets and services. Imchen added that this holistic approach aims to empower local communities and promote inclusive development. Imchen reiterated that by combining leadership development with asset creation and service delivery, the program can have a transformative impact on tribal communities, promoting sustainable development and social change. Terming Adi Karmayogi Abhiyan as a game-changer initiative, Imchen said that the program is not just a scheme but a grassroots governance revolution designed to empower tribal communities through leadership development and responsive governance. He reminded Deputy Commissioners to give adequate attention to the program and ensure successful implementation in their respective districts. Secretary Tribal Affairs Department Angelina Tachan, while presenting the program overview, emphasized that Adi Karmayogi Abhiyan is a people-centric approach focusing to promote inclusive development, social change and sustainable growth in tribal communities. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will embark on a visit to Japan this evening to participate in the 15th India-Japan Annual Summit. This will be the Prime Minister Modi's 8th visit to Japan and the first summit with his counterpart Shigeru Ishiba. External Affairs Ministry said in a statement that during the visit, the two Prime Ministers will review the special strategic and global partnership between India and Japan, including defense and security, trade and economy, technology and innovation, and people-to-people exchanges. They will also discuss issues of regional and global importance. The visit will reaffirm the long-standing special bond of friendship between the two countries. In the second leg of his visit, the Prime Minister will travel to China from 31st August to 1st September to attend the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit in Tianjin at the invitation of Chinese President Xi Jinping. On the sidelines of the summit, the Prime Minister is expected to hold bilateral meetings with several leaders attending the summit. India has been a member of the SCO since 2017. It held the presidency of the Council of Heads of State of SCO during 2022-23.
Next 1-2 years. So this visit will create more kind of confidence of this bilateral business relationship.
जेट्रो के ताजा सर्वे में 80% जापानी कंपनियों ने अगले 2 सालों में भारत में कारोबार बढ़ाने में दिलचस्पी दिखाई है। जापान ने 2000 और 2024 के बीच भारत में करीब $44 बिलियन का इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है, जो भारत की कुल FDI का 6% है। भारत और जापान के बीच 2023-24 में कुल कारोबार करीब $23 अरब रहा। इसमें भारत का जापान में $5 अरब का एक्सपोर्ट रहा और करीब $18 अरब का इंपोर्ट। भारत में निवेश की तैयारी कर रही जापान की कंपनियों में भी भारतीय टैलेंट को लेकर भरोसा बढ़ रहा है और वे भी भारत के स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम का हिस्सा बनना चाहती हैं।
Unique Identification Authority of India UIDAI has asked schools across the country to ensure timely Aadhaar mandatory biometric updates MBU for children in the age group of 5 to 15 years. UIDAI CEO Bhuvnesh Kumar has also written to Chief Secretaries of all states and union territories regarding this and requested them to support in conducting targeted MBU camps. Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology said UIDAI and Ministry of Education have also collaborated to facilitate pending MBU in Aadhaar or Unified District Information System for Education Plus platform for nearly 17 crore children. Unified District Information System for Education Plus is an educational management information system under Department of School Education and Literacy and captures various statistics related to school education. And it's time now for a short break. Please stay with us.
Good girl. आगे सैलरी नहीं झुमके ना पहले बचत पहले झुमके सुनो हर महीने थोड़ा बचाओ और थोड़ा निवेश करो और कुछ इमरजेंसी के लिए भी बचाओ ताकि रहो टेंशन फ्री। लेकिन झुमकों का क्या जाते हो कि लगाओ इंजेक्शन।
RBI कहता है
वित्तीय समझदारी समृद्ध नारी।
Welcome back. India is becoming a nation of investors rather than of savers. Chairperson of National Financial Reporting Authority NFRA, Nitin Gupta, has said this while addressing a national conference on agile governance in New Delhi today. Gupta said that investors' confidence in India is increasing due to transformative reforms such as UPI, GST and production-linked incentive schemes. Talking about the country's growth story, he said that India has become a resilient economy with a GDP growth rate of 7 to 8%. The NFRA chairperson also highlighted the S&P data, which estimated India's real GDP average at 6.8% for 2022-24. Emphasizing the importance of the theme of the event, fostering transparency and building trust, Gupta said corporate governance has to be sound and financial reporting framework has to be of global standards. And a free eye checkup camp was organized today at Kukitulong Chumuketima by the Regional Office Kohima and Project Monitoring Unit PMU Dimapur of the National Highway Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited NHIDCL. Speaking to media, the project director PMU, Manish Kumar, informed that the initiative was part of the activities marking the 11th inception anniversary of NHIDCL, which was established on July 18, 2014. He said that the camp was expected to benefit around 200 to 250 patients. The camp was organized primarily for NHIDCL workers and residents of neighboring villages. Free eye classes and eye drops were distributed to the patients. Medical examinations were conducted by Dr. Asir Rutsa of Okto Eye Land Kohima and Dr. Kenivio Ruprio of North Vision Eye Clinic Kohima.
An authority engineer, and this is free eye checkup, and we are hoping that around 200 to 50 people will get benefited from this. PMU Dimapur is one of the PMU that is working under the regional office Nagaland, which is whose office is at Kohima, and most of the hilly national highways which is under NHIDCL that we are constructing and developing. So PMU Dimapur is one of them.
The first meeting of District Level Advisory Committee on Safe Food and Healthy Diets was held today at Deputy Commissioner's Conference Hall, chaired by Deputy Commissioner Kohima, Henok Puchem. The meeting discussed a wide range of issues relating to food safety and public health in Kohima district. The DC underlined that making public aware of their rights as consumers is of utmost importance. He also proposed the creation of task force comprising professionals from food safety and nutritional fields, food business operators and consumer groups to strengthen the system. Inspections of hotel kitchens, restaurant hygiene and compliance with food safety standards were identified as priority areas. The meeting concluded with members agreeing that strengthening inspections involving stakeholders and increasing consumer awareness are key to ensuring safer food in the district. On the sidelines of the ongoing annual Chiefs of Defence Conference 2025 conference in Thailand, Air Marshal Ashutosh Dikshit, Chief of Integrated Defence Staff of India, held a series of meetings with senior defence officials from Vietnam, South Korea and the United Kingdom. The multilateral discussions revolved around broadening defence cooperation, advancing maritime collaboration, deepening professional military exchanges and exploring new domains of partnership, including technology. In continuation of these multilateral engagements, Air Marshal Dikshit also held bilateral talks with the commander of the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command, Admiral Samuel Paparo. The 2025 edition is expected to focus on maritime security, counter-terrorism, cyber resilience, humanitarian assistance, disaster relief and fostering stability in the Indo-Pacific. And it's time now to look at the weather reports across Nagaland.
Kohima today recorded a maximum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius, while Dimapur had a maximum temperature of 31 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius. Wokha experienced a maximum temperature of 26 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. Mokokchung had a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius. Mon had a maximum temperature of 28 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius. Towards the east, Tuinsang had a maximum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. Zinebuto had a maximum temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 18 degrees Celsius. Phek had a maximum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 17 degrees Celsius. That's all for the weather report.
And before we close, a quick look at the top stories once more. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says PM Jan Dhan Yojana transformed lives across India from financial exclusion to empowerment. Nagaland government signs MOU with SBI to integrate SBI ePay gateway payment with state's electronic government receipt accounting system. Chief Secretary Nagaland Sunday Yangur Imchen says Adi Karma Yogi Abhiyan provides tribal villages with essential assets and services. And National Highway Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited organizes free eye checkup camp at Kukitulong. And that's a wrap from the newsroom tonight. Thanks for watching. Good night.